Welcome to you both. Brian, we were just so incredibly close multiple times to that house coming down. I thought it was a misprint when I read what I read this morning.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you said it, Ashleigh. The family trusted their guts. They have been fighting and fighting and fighting for this house not to be torn down. And all the experts on the case there in Idaho were telling them they were crazy. The prosecution signed off on the demolition. The defense signed off on the demolition. The University of Idaho has sure been in a hurry to tear that house down. Well, guess what? The house didn't get taken down right away, and there they were, back there today. You had the new video, we had exclusive video. It wasn't just a couple of FBI agents, Ashleigh, going in and out. It was an entire team. For whatever reason, they decided they needed to remap out the house to build this model that they planned to build. They had all sorts of specialized equipment out there today, 3D imaging machines. They had a drone up over the house. None of this would have been possible if the original plans had gone through. And you said it, it wasn't just one plan, it was over and over again that the university and the prosecution wanted to tear the house down. And thank goodness that the family, the Gonzalez family particularly, kept fighting, because obviously police found value in going back in the house today.
So, Gigi, jump in on what Brian just said. Obviously, they saw value in going back in. I don't understand how 12 months later they can just now be seeing the value of going back in to take these measurements. The house has not changed. Everything is exactly the same, and there was meticulous investigation that went on for months.
Yeah, they did some measurements in that initial investigation, but the difference is that everything was still in the house. So what the FBI did, thank goodness they didn't tear it down. You can't put toothpaste back in a tube. Once it's down, it's down. But the house is empty at this point, and now you have this trial delayed indefinitely. These models take months to put together, to get all the data analyzed. So the FBI thought it's a good time, with the trial being delayed, to go in there and do our Faro scanning and get their own measurements separate from the initial investigation with the house being empty.
So, Brian, when I was reading the statement from Steve Gonzalez and Xana Kernodle's family, they released a joint statement together. And I will tell you this, that I texted back and forth with Ethan Chapin's mom and said, do you have any thoughts about this? And she said, no, I don't. And she's been very much like that since the beginning. This is extraordinarily painful for everyone involved, and everybody reacts differently. But that was the reaction from Stacey Chapin, that she did not have the same reaction that these other family members did. Brian, when Steve said, Steve has taken the lead, but this is Steve and also the Kernodle family. It is our understanding that the King Road residence will not be demolished until after the trial has concluded. Do they have information that we don't have? Is this now fait accompli? It is staying up, and it could take years to get that trial, to finish up.
Well, it seems like what they have been told, Ashleigh, is different from what the university is putting out publicly today, because when they made the announcement today that the FBI and police were going to be going back into the house, they said in black and white the university still intends to demolish the house, not this semester, though. So, I mean, look, it's no surprise. They've said all along they want to demolish the house. They want this house down. I mean, I don't know if it's a PR thing. I get that it's very, very sad to have right there next to the campus, but they're not giving up on that. They're still not saying officially to us that they're going to keep the house standing through the trial. Perhaps Steve has some different information.
Yeah, that stood out to me. Gigi, listen, the university, we don't know their motives, right? Like, let's be honest, there are a lot of students at the University of Idaho that are probably affected in some kind of PTSD from what happened there, and they're reminded of it on a regular basis. It is an eyesore. It is a horrifying memory. It is a traumatizing thing. It is a trigger for a lot of people. So I get it. If the University of Idaho wants that gone and wants a beautiful park to remain, I could list off the top of my head dozens of crime scenes where that has happened. Beautiful parks and memorials have been erected in the place where horrors have transpired. So I don't besmirch the university unless it's just for PR, which I don't know. It may not be. But what is the rest of the community there saying, Gigi? Like students and residents of Moscow, like how are they weighing in on this?
Yeah, kind of what you just said. It's very traumatizing to see that house because there are students that live in very close proximity within eyeshot of that house. They see it multiple times a day and then they know what happened there. So the general consensus is everybody's ready for it to come down, but I think everybody also could understand that it comes down when the time's right. And maybe that is after trial, as we see here. They're doing work. We want a conviction that sticks. If a jury finds him guilty, let's get everything we can before we tear the house down and then, make plans to make it something nice of remembrance. But right now, it's still a crime scene. It's still evidence. And we're seeing that today and tomorrow with the FBI in there.
Yeah, I mean, listen, justice for those 4 innocent kids should be paramount to all of our feelings. I mean, I really do believe that the families and their memory really deserve the best shot at litigation and prosecution and defense that can be offered in this case. And when it comes to that, I mean it. The defense deserves to have that place, and the prosecutors deserve to have that place. I was astounded when they agreed to, to demolish it together. Hey, Gigi and Brian, thank you both. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Ashleigh.
Thanks, Ash.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.